D&D 2024 is an incredible system and anyone can learn it. It's just a matter of knowing where to start. Whether you are brand new to the game or are just looking to strengthen your knowledge of the system, you, my friend, are in the right place. By the end of today's video, you will know the fundamentals of the ability scores, what they represent, and how they are used. It's very important to talk about this early, since nearly every aspect of your character is affected by them. Like I said, there are 6 ability scores in total, which are commonly referred to as stats. Each stat represents an essential aspect of all creatures in D&D. The 6 stats are Strength, Dexterity, Constitution, Intelligence, Wisdom, and Charisma. The first 3 stats are physical, and the last 3 are mental. Let's quickly go through each stat and break them down. Strength represents physical might. It's used when you are lifting, carrying, or breaking things. Dexterity represents agility, reflexes, and balance, and is used when you are moving with or acting with precision. Constitution represents health and stamina, and is used when you are pushing your body beyond its normal limits. Intelligence represents reasoning and memory, and is used when a character is trying to recall information or solve complicated puzzles. Wisdom represents perceptiveness and mental fortitude, and is used when a character is trying to detect subtle shifts in behavior or understands patterns in behavior. Charisma represents confidence, poise, and charm, and is used when trying to persuade or deceive others. The reason these are called ability scores is because we use numbers to represent the level of competency in the ability. 1 is the lowest possible score of any stat, and it represents almost no capacity in said stat. 2 through 9 represents a weak capability, with 8 typically being the lowest score an adventurer has. 10 and 11 are average capability, 12 through 19 is strong capability, and 20 is the highest an adventurer can raise a stat to unless they have a feature that says otherwise. 21 through 29 represents extraordinary capability, and 30 is the absolute highest any stat can go, no matter what. We will talk more in depth about how ability scores are determined and change over the course of the game when we look at character creation. But for now, let's look at how the number affects gameplay. Here is the ability score modifier chart. The numbers on the left are the scores, and the numbers on the right are what are called modifiers. Next video, I will be talking in great depth about dice rolls and how they work in D&D, but the quick summary is this. Whenever you are attempting something that could fail or could succeed, you roll dice. Depending on what the thing is, you might add to or subtract from the number you rolled to find the final result. For example, if you are trying to lift something very heavy, the Dungeon Master might ask you to roll a strength check. You would look at your character sheet and find the modifier you have for strength. If you have a strength of 16, that's a +3 to the roll. This is why the stats are so important. They are what fuel almost everything creatures try to do. One of the most tangible things that stats affect are the 18 skills. Each skill is associated with a singular stat, so the better that ability score is, the more likely it is your character is good at that skill. Skills represent a group of things that creatures can try to do with what is called an ability check. It is used to help narrow down the actions the creature is taking and to account for their special training, if applicable. I'm going to very quickly go through the 18 skills and some examples on when said skills might be used, but just know I will be going further in depth into this in the future. Strength is used for only the athletics skill. Athletics is used when climbing, swimming, or trying to break something. Dexterity is used for the acrobatics, sleight of hand, and stealth skills. Acrobatics is used when trying to stay on your feet in an unstable situation or perform physical stunts. Sleight of hand is used when trying to pickpocket, conceal a small object, or copy handwriting. Stealth is used when trying to move or hide without being seen or heard. Constitution does not have any skills. Intelligence is used for the Arcana, History, Investigation, Nature, and Religion skills. Arcana is used when recalling lore and information about magical items, creatures, or spells. History is used when recalling lore about past events, notable figures, cultures, and more. Investigation is used when finding obscure information in text or figuring out how something complicated works. Nature is used when recalling information about plants, animals, terrain, and the weather. And finally, religion is used when recalling lore about the gods and religious practices and symbols. Wisdom is used for the animal handling, insight, medicine, perception, and survival skills. Animal handling is used when interacting with or attempting to train any type of animal. Insight is used when studying a person's mood or behavior. Medicine is used when diagnosing an illness, injury, or identifying cause of death. Perception is used when using a combination of senses to catch something easily missed. Survival is used when following tracks, foraging, and navigating safely through wilderness. Finally, charisma is used for the deception, intimidation, performance, and persuasion skills. Deception is used when lying or wearing a disguise. Very important. Intimidation is used when trying to threaten someone into doing as they are told. Performance is used when acting, telling a story, or playing music or dancing. Persuasion is used when honestly trying to convince someone of something. The charisma skills as a dungeon master are the ones where you are going to get the most situations where a player might be trying to kind of bend a rule a little bit. My rule of thumb is this: if you are trying to in any way, shape, or form mislead, lie, or deceive, it's deception, no matter what, half-truths included. Persuasion has to be earnest and honest, and intimidation has to come from a place of trying to be threatening. Just saying, I'm, a scary looking dude, so it should always be intimidation, doesn't really work. You have to actively try to be intimidating. And honestly, performance is one that most people, if they're not a bard, typically just kind of ignore, which is kind of sad. Now, you can also use your stats when trying to evade threats by rolling what are called saving throws. The higher the stat, the more likely you'll be able to resist or evade the threat that targets it. For example, someone with a high strength score is more likely to be able to resist being shoved than someone with a low strength score. The last thing we're going to talk about today are the saving throws, in fact. Each stat can be targeted, and when they are targeted, it can be anything from a minor inconvenience to a near-death experience. Strength saves are used to physically resist direct force. Dexterity saves are used to dodge out of harm's way. Constitution saves are used to endure a toxic hazard. Intelligence saves are used to recognize illusions. Wisdom saves are used to resist psychic attacks, and finally, charisma saves are used to assert your identity and presence. You, as a dungeon master, are going to always feel a little bad about throwing saving throws at your players, but it is part of the game, and quite honestly, some of the best roleplay experiences have come from asking my players how they manage to resist a force, or asking them even better, what do they do and why does it fail? We'll get more into that in the future, but there's so much I can talk about saving throws. They're just, in my opinion, so much fun. But with that, you now know what the 6 ability scores are and what they interact with no matter what character you make, or as the dungeon master, what group you have. Next video, we're going to be looking all at the different types of dice and how we use them. Thank you everybody so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a like and then subscribe to the channel, and then check out the Discord. The link is down in the description below. And then finally, check me out over on Twitch at EthanLiberty33. I hope to see you guys in the next video, and until then, may your dice roll high and your games never face scheduling issues.